Yeah, the bolts are definitely not interchangeable. The inside diameter. This is the Umarex TR50 bolt. Got a dog hair on it. Good grief, living with dogs. Yeah, so, and this is the torpedo bolt. It's got a shorter firing pin in there. And it's not loose. It doesn't look like it's bent, but it's definitely shorter than the stock firing pin on a TR50 and Umarex. I did have the TR50 Umarex bolt spring on the torpedo. It functioned. I was hoping it was going, stiffer spring, longer spring was going to fix that off-gassing, what I'm calling off-gassing. Basically, it's a leak after it fires, and then it's like it leaks until the pin seats. And I noticed that this bolt, like, it travels to about here before the pin. You can feel the pin seat inside the valve, probably because it's so short. Yeah, so it's an Umarex bumper. It's actually thicker than the O-ring they had on the torpedo valve for a bumper. I think I'm just going to put this back on because it's thinner, and something thicker is only going to, it might exaggerate the problem. So, but if you you can't even get this on there. The Umarex TR50, the inside dimensions are different diameter. It won't even go over the valve. So I answered my own question anyways. I guess I didn't need to post that. Mostly just wanted to post the pictures so that you guys could see the difference in the bolts. But I don't know, like that's like hardly any capacity in here. I mean, I got a little bit more because of the rear ASA adapter provides a little more capacity. And even when I had it plugged, before I started using it, I had it plugged, and with 12 gram CO2 in the handle only, never had the problem, never had that leak. I shouldn't say never, because I noticed that right before I ran out of CO2, you'd get some weird little leak, like on the last shot. It would fire, and then it would kind of make a leaky sound, and then that was it. So maybe all of it is, maybe that whole problem, what I'm seeing is because of the short firing pin. Maybe, I don't know. I really want to drill out the restrictor so I can run HPA without, and have some power, and also not have this leaking thing going on after every shot. So I'm probably going to do that. At this point, it's not like it's an expensive gun anyway, so I may end up just doing that. But yeah, I'm probably going to do that. I know I am. Who am I kidding? This thing needs more power anyways. The most power I could get on it was with 312 grams of CO2, and I think I got about 26, 27 joules. Yeah, I want to get it up further to maybe 40 or so, maybe more if it's possible. But yeah, so that's all I got anyways, just going through it, taking it apart. This thing, you do not want these springs flying everywhere. I had that happen the first time I took it apart to put the bigger bolt spring in, and I got very, very fortunate that I was able to find that little spring that went flying across the room. That almost turned into a major problem. Anyways, I'm gonna put this back together. Wish me luck that I don't lose any springs in the process. Another thing that's really kind of messed up is with the Umarex TR50, you have these little pins, these little aluminum dowels that fit in and definitely aid you in putting the valve and bolt assembly back into the metal clamshell. This one, no such luck. What I've had to do, what I found worked for me, and I'm gonna do this off camera because I don't want to lose these springs, but what I had to do was slide it in and kind of just roll this down. It's probably hard to see, but that's the only way I had success doing it, fighting against the spring. Meanwhile, doing all that without touching all these other components and having them going flying. Yeah, it's not for the faint-hearted. Big pain in the ass. But here I am again, taking it apart just to screw around with it. Good times, having fun. Ciao.